Janessa Christine.
I'm Meg KAYLEE.
And this is Spark Gaming Essentials. It's time to talk late October releases. Care to jump into our first game, Meg?
You bet. So it's October. Obviously, people are buying Halloween candy, putting the 12-foot skeletons they bought at Home Depot in their front yards, and we're all in the mood to watch some spooky movies and play a scary game or two. If you happen to be someone looking for something spooky to play this Halloween, you should check out the Dark Pictures Little Hope. If the name The Dark Pictures Anthology sounds familiar, that might be because you've heard of the series before. Little Hope is the second game in this anthology, but each game in the Dark Pictures features a standalone cinematic horror experience, and each game is separate from the others in the series. In the Dark Pictures Little Hope, you play through the haunting story of 4 college students and their professor who wind up lost and alone in a strange town in the middle of nowhere after they got into a bus accident. Escaping won't be as easy as calling up a taxi and getting out of there, though, because they're trapped there by terrifying apparitions and a mysterious, impenetrable fog. I should also mention that The Dark Pictures comes to us from the creators of Until Dawn, a game that has a reputation for the intense interactive horror experience that it brings to the table. The Dark Pictures Little Hope includes many of the same features that people loved in Until Dawn, like the stunning graphics, tremendous storytelling that you experience through multiple perspectives, and the ability to impact what happens in the narrative, or possibly even to get characters killed off with the decisions you make as you play. In addition to single-player mode, the game also includes Movie Night mode, which allows you and up to 4 friends to play together on the couch, with each of you controlling a different character, and Shared Story, which is a 2-player online co-op mode, where you can play the entire story online with a pal. The Dark Pictures Little Hope is rated M for mature, and it launches for PS4, Xbox One, and PC on October 30th, so you can pick it up just in time for a chilling Halloween night that you won't forget.
Next up is a game I've been dying to play and feels like I've been talking about forever. I chose it as my favorite game from E3 in 2019 and chose it back in January of this year as my most anticipated title of 2020. Watch Dogs Legion is finally releasing. Okay, for real this time, Watch Dogs Legion is a third-person action-adventure game that takes place in a futuristic version of London. The city is in disarray, and after an explosive terrorist attack, the British government brings in a private company to restore order, which turns the country into a militarized surveillance state. Here's where you come in. As an underground hacker, you'll join the resistance known as DedSec to take back London for the people. But you won't just play as one character. Instead, you'll recruit anyone you see in the game and be able to play as them. But first, you'll hack into their profile to learn what sort of skills, vehicles, and weapons they have. If you like what you see, the next step is to gain their trust before they will join you. As you play missions, you'll swap in and out of your team members and be able to play however you like. Stealthy hacker, guns blazing, up to you. Just remember that your team are humans after all, and if they die, get injured, or get arrested, you're down a person. I should note that permadeath for your characters is now an option, but you best believe that I'll be turning that setting on. There's also online co-op options for up to 4 players with unique missions and endgame content designed to be played with friends. I recommend this game to fans of the Watch Dogs series as each game seems to be better than the one before, but I also think this is a good pickup for fans of open world settings and those who love to be able to play missions in whatever combat style they're feeling at the moment. Watch Dogs Legion releases on PS4 and Xbox One on October 29th.
One of my favorite things that Nintendo does is releasing updated or revamped versions of games I loved when I was younger, and after hearing that Pikmin 3 Deluxe was coming to the Switch, I couldn't be more stoked. I adored the Pikmin games as a kid, and despite the fact that Pikmin 3's original release wasn't all that long ago, this game releasing provides such a great opportunity for people like me to enjoy some nostalgia surrounding a franchise we loved back in the day. And for people unfamiliar with the series, they'll get to learn what exactly it is that many of us find so charming and lovely about the series. For me, it's namely the Pikmin themselves, who are these adorable plant-like creatures that you'll collect and use to build up a squad. There are 5 different types of Pikmin to grow and collect, each with different strengths and weaknesses, who you'll use to solve puzzles, fight off creatures, and seek out fruit for your famished home planet. The game is rated E10+ for everyone 10 and up, and it includes a variety of difficulty settings for you to choose from, along with optional hints and lock-on targeting that you can use to make the game a little less daunting if you're a new player. Or you could choose to leave these optional aids off and play on the hardest difficulty for a more challenging playthrough. If you played the original Pikmin 3 back on the Wii U, you may be interested in checking out the new side story missions that there are to play in Pikmin 3 Deluxe, or you could also choose to experience the game differently than when you played it on your own by teaming up with a friend and playing story mode in co-op. You might also want to grab this one if you enjoy games that feature real-time strategy gameplay. Pikmin 3 Deluxe launches exclusively for the Nintendo Switch on October 30th.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode of Spark Gaming Essentials. Thanks for watching, and Meg, thanks for teaching all the peoples what they need to know about upcoming games with me.
Thank you for having me, it's been so much fun. If you want to keep up with me, you can find me online at Meg_KAYLEE.
And you can find me at Pods of War. Bye!